It's the children's parade today in Brighton. My friend and colleague Mike convinced me it was a good idea to go and film it. I'm just going to have a coffee and then I'm heading into town. Today, I want to talk about this really weird thing I clocked onto yesterday while I was filming the children's parade, and actually for the day before as well. What happened is, Mike said to me that it would be a really good idea to film the children's parade. Initially, I was like, yeah, that's going to be really good, and then on Friday evening, I found loads of really good reasons why I shouldn't do it. The flat was a mess, I needed to tidy up, I needed to do some washing, I had loads of other work to do, I was quite tired, had a busy week. I nearly texted Mike and said, no, I'm not going to come. And then I realised that actually they weren't reasons not to go. They were safety mechanisms to prevent me putting myself in a situation where I might feel a little bit vulnerable because I'm trying to create something and trying to film in a busy, crowded street environment, and to capture a parade which only goes past once. You've only got one chance to get any of that footage. So those reasons were a safety mechanism, and that was fear on my part, preventing me from wanting to go ahead with that. And the reason I started the vlog was to progress my filmmaking. I knew it wasn't going to be easy straight away, so I decided that I just needed to get out there and I needed to do it. And even on Saturday mornings, I was nervous about it, I was anxious for no reason whatsoever. Nonetheless, that was a real emotion that I was feeling. I felt that emotion before in other creative pursuits, anything where I'm trying to push myself out of my comfort zone. This inner critic starts to come out, this inner voice saying you're not very experienced, there's other people that would do this better, your stuff's not good enough to put out there. And actually, how is anyone supposed to improve at something unless they do just get involved and just do it? I've been doing this silly meditation in the evenings recently with Deepak Chopra and Oprah Winfrey of all people, and it's like a sleep meditation, and to begin with I sort of thought it was a bit silly, but I thought I'd persevere. And one of the things that Deepak Chopra said was that fear and hope can't occupy the same space. So if I'm feeling scared about going into a situation and doing some filmmaking, or perhaps it's at work and I'm trying to design something that's outside of my comfort zone, then that fear will ruin that project. It will ruin that pursuit, whatever it might be. And just by sort of adjusting your mental state a little bit into one of hope and optimism is really the only way to kind of move forward with whatever that might be. Certainly in a way that's going to be enjoyable. And I went to the parade and I shot it. I had a really nice time doing it. The footage that you've seen is okay. I'm pretty pleased with how it's come out. If I did it again, there's lots of things I'd do differently. If I edited it again, there's probably things I would edit differently. But the fact is, it's done. I've done it. By doing it, I'm improving. And every video that I do, every design that I do, every poster I design, every website that I design or build is just a stepping stone to the next thing. And I think that's really important for everyone to remember, and certainly something that I have to remind myself on a very regular basis. So if there's something that you're thinking about doing, and it doesn't have to be a creative pursuit, maybe you want to start playing tennis, maybe you want to join a choir, but I certainly know that anything that you've not done before, it's really easy for that inner critic to sneak into your head and start talking shit about you and saying that you're not good enough. And you know, that's not on. It's so frustrating. I've clocked that, and it's something that is a constant struggle to sort of overcome and just say, no, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to throw myself out there. I'm going to do it. If it doesn't work, then at least I've tried. And next time, I'll do it better and I'll learn from what I've done previously. If there's something you're thinking of doing, don't let that inner voice get in your way. Just jump into it. Just do it. Because there's always going to be someone to say that it's not good enough. But I can promise you from my experience that no one is ever going to be as hard on you as you are on yourself. So remember that. I hope that that was helpful. I don't even know if that resonates with other people or whether I'm just like mental, but I don't think I am. I think this is something that a lot of creatives experience on a regular basis, and it's something that I really feel quite passionately about, that we all need to overcome. For me, creating is the enjoyable thing, and putting something out, it's done then. And then I'm ready to just move on to the next thing and see what I can do, if I can improve it, if I can do it better. And yeah, so I'm sorry to go all sort of Jerry Springer's thought of the day on you for this vlog, but it was quite weird, and I just wanted to sort of share that experience with you in the hope that I can help a few other people clock that silly voice in their head, their own worst critic, and to overcome that and just go out and create something. If you are thinking of starting painting, just pick up the paintbrush. If you want to do some DIY and you're not sure how to do it, then just, well, safety first on that one. Maybe Google stuff before you get any power tools. Creating is such a joyful thing for me. It's something that I feel really passionately about and that I love to do. And yet I am so easily convinced by my own brain that it's something that I shouldn't be doing. And I really want to get over that and, you know, just keep creating. Get out there and make something. And I'll catch you in my next video.